Hey guys, how's it going? Kid Boo here. Today I'm gonna be, telling a life story. I don't know. I've seen these life stories get like pretty popular on the internet lately, and I thought, oh, I'll just try one. Basically, my story has to do with this Russian kid. This faggot. Okay, this kid. I'm not gonna say his name. We'll call him Daniel. A Russian named Daniel. So Daniel was probably the biggest fucking pothead you'll ever fucking meet, I swear on my life. I used to smoke like a lot of fucking pot, probably like a year ago. Basically, I met this kid a while ago because I used to go to his school and then I transferred to a different school. And this kid would always come to like class high as fuck, and we all used to make fun of him for it. And that was probably around the time where I didn't smoke. Yeah, it probably wasn't because it was like the beginning of fucking like I think grade 8 or some shit. And then like a year went by, and then I started smoking pot. I'm like, damn, now I'm fucking this Russian kid. And basically, this Russian kid, he's the fucking biggest pothead you'll ever fucking meet. He'll come up to you, and he'll be like, yo, blaze me up. I'll repay you and this and that. And like for me at the time, I was one of those guys who's like, oh, it's fine. I got plenty of money. You don't have to pay me back and this and that. So he was literally just my friend just because I'd pay for his pot. And this kid wasn't even thankful at all. He never said thank you, this and that. And let me just tell you that he is fucking savage as fuck. He is a fiend and he's a wannabe fucking gangster. This kid is literally, he tries to fucking be a part of these gangs for backup and shit like that. He tries being ghetto as fuck and all of this shit. He does coke as well, which is why I stopped talking to this kid once I found out he did fucking coke. And this kid, this is what happened to him. So he has an older brother. What's Daniel's older brother name gonna be? We'll call him Jonathan. Jonathan was a fucking head as well. They were both exactly the same, except one was fucking, I guess, kind of funny, which was fucking Jonathan. And then Daniel, I don't even know why the fuck I even hung out with Daniel. Daniel was just a fucking head and a half, dude. I don't even know what the fuck to say about him. But he was just a fucking retard. I don't know what to say. So, one day, he thought it was a good idea to go and fucking rob a car. So I was just like, nah, dude, I don't want to have anything to do with this. And just shit, anything like that. If you have any ghetto shit to do. And he's done like a lot of robbing and shit. Literally, he wanted to find a fucking garden hose because he had like this weed farm in his backyard or some shit. And he was just like, yo, can you come help me rob this garage or whatever so we can fucking go get a hose? I'm like, nah, dude, what the fuck? I'm not into that shit. So then he gets his other buddy to come and just shit like that. And I'm getting off topic. What was I talking about? Yeah, the fucking head. He wanted to fucking rob a car, right? Because he was in need of money. He saw there was a fucking, like, 100... There's literally, like, a couple, like, bills in there. There was a couple $20 bills and this and that. And, they decided to do it. So they broke the window and this and that. This kid had a fucking... And in the car, once they broke it, it started, like, beeping and all of that shit. And later on, they found out that there was a fucking camera in the car after they fucking robbed it and everything. So once they found that shit out, they laid low for like probably like a month or two, right? Fucking Daniel's friend, who will not be named by any way, fucking didn't get shit for it, but he did. He and his brother. So what happened is, I'm hanging out with them on Halloween. I'm supposed to go to a party with them, cause I was just like, oh, I'm going to the same party as them. All my buddies are going to the same party, so I guess I'll get a ride off of his buddy and shit like that, right? So I go and meet up with this guy, right? And he's there with like a whole clique, and he's there with this whole clique, and he sees like this gang that he thinks he's like really tight with, right? And then he goes to say hi and this and that. And might I say, before he fucking met with the gang, his buddy sold me like a gram of weed for like $5. I'm like, what the fuck, $5? Cause like, and I didn't even know the dealer as well, and he barely even knew the dealer either. And I looked at the weed was literally fucking black. I don't know. I couldn't trust that shit. I don't know what to say about it. It was probably fucking laced as shit. And he was probably trying to fucking kill me or something. I don't know what to say. But as he was meeting this fucking gang or whatever, they straight up just fucking jumped him. They straight up fucking pushed him to the ground, started kicking him in the face and this and that. And he just got fucking shit kicked and all of that fucking shit. And wanna know why? Because he robbed the fucking car. I know. It was crazy shit. I was there and everything. I was actually in shock. I've never seen... It was literally like 15 adults. And might I remember, this kid's like fucking like 15. This kid's a fucking retard. I don't know what the fuck he's gonna become in his life. He's literally a fucking idiot. I don't know why I ever hung out with this kid. I knew since day one he was like a fucking retard. But I never knew he would like go to such lengths as to like fucking robbing a car or like robbing a person and doing coke. And I found all of this shit out the day he got jumped. So it was pretty like, I was in shock. I was like, shit, I was hanging out with this kid. How did I not get a criminal record just for hanging out with this kid? Because this kid came to my school one day because he's like fucking suspended. He was just like, oh, I got in a fight. This kid swung at me, and then apparently something else happened. He apparently apparently threw the first punch at the other guy, and just shit like that. And just shit like, yeah, and like that's really all I have to say. One thing I have to say is like, just don't be ghetto. That's really so. This was Kid Boo, and I hope you guys have a nice day. Peace.